This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's move along and talk about another story that was recently discussed on Jim Cornette's podcast. Someone asked about ribs, where it was a joke to have someone arrested. And he says, once upon a time, the guys ribbed you and you were quote unquote arrested. And I think a lot of this became part of the internet conversation because a famous story was told on the WWE Network where Vince McMahon had Jonathan Coachman arrested for illegal gambling. Of course, it was just a big game, and then eventually they let him go and no big deal. But a generation before that, Courtney says, you got arrested.
My first Charlotte, North Carolina house show. I hadn't been there any time. I don't know, but I mean, just, it could have been a week, could have been 4 days, but it was the first Charlotte Coliseum. I had just left Pensacola. I had worked a substantial, what am I looking for here? I gave them my notice. Okay. I worked a couple of week notice, which is what any promoter would ask. So I left the right way. I got a nice payoff on the way out. Thank you, Ron Fuller, Robert Fuller, the whole bunch, Bullet Bob Armstrong, everyone that was an owner, Jimmy Golden. Thank you for that. It was the biggest week I had in the business. So I get to Charlotte. I'm ready to rock and roll. And I'm sitting in the locker room, and all of a sudden, 2 cops walk in. And Jimmy Crockett is in, because we are in Charlotte, he's in the locker room, and they go over to say something to Jimmy, and I'm looking at him, and I just know that anytime police officers come in and ask for the boss,
it ain't good.
It ain't good. No. So I'm sitting there lacing my boots up, and I just kind of look down. I'm just trying to become invisible just because it's going to be uncomfortable for whoever and whatever this situation is. It just ain't going to be good, like you said. And 2 police officers come over to me, and they go, "Your name is Martin Lundy?" I said, "Yes, sir, it is." "Were you in Dothan, Alabama and gave a date?" And now I'm trying to think. I don't even know what that day that was.
Right.
You know how the business is.
Sure.
And I'm thinking back, and I'm going, I'm not sure. "Well, we're sure. We have a warrant here for your arrest."
Oh.
Well, then Jimmy Crockett walks over. He goes, "Guys, what's the problem here?" "Mr. Crockett, you need to stay out of this. We have a warrant for this gentleman's arrest. He will be taken to Dothan, Alabama, when they can come get him, but we're going to have to hold him here for extradition." And he goes, "Guys, we can take care of this. This is Jimmy now. We can handle this some other way." "No, sir, we can't. So he will be held for extradition." Well, Jimmy looks at me, and he looks at them, and now I'm shaking. Oh, like, Jesus, guys. They got the paperwork in their hands, the whole thing. They go, so they cuff me. And Jimmy, who I'm waiting to say, "Arn, I'll be down there to get you, man. I'll be down to bail you out. I'll be there in a minute." He goes, "Well, take him out the back door. Don't take him through the crowd." Think about that minute for a moment. You talking about cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Your last hope just said, take him out the back.
Yeah. Don't mess with my business. See you later.
Yeah. If this is going to stick, sorry. Been nice, Arn. Been 5 days. See ya. Man, I'm walking out the back door. Now I'm cuffed. I mean, I got on 2 wrestling boots that aren't laced. T-shirt, short wrestling tights, knee pads. I'm walking out the back door, and my legs are so weak, I'm almost falling down. I'm thinking, good God Almighty, what in the hell? And I'm telling you, it's pure terror. That's pure terror. And I go out, they put me in the police car, and I'm sitting there, and I'm going, Jesus, I got to get a hold of my my fiance, what the, and I'm 1,000 things. I'm, how do I get a hold of Aaron? Da 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 da. I don't know anybody here in town. I just got here. All these things are going through your mind, and all of a sudden, I hear that laugh. It's Rick. Laughing his ass off with that big nose of his pressed against the window. Jerks the door open, goes, "We got you." So he set it up. They arranged it, and it was just so happens, which I didn't know at the time, Doug Dillinger, who did security for Crockett all the time and was a Charlotte police officer, and one of his friends pulled this thing off. And man, I could barely get out of the back seat. My legs were so weak, and it was a ritual and a welcome. You're part of the crew. Da 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 da. Man, you're talking about a bad rib. That's a bad rib.
Or a hilarious one, depending on if you were in the cop car or not. I mean, if you're on the outside, it's probably one of the more hysterical things. But yeah, that day you were probably glad to be wearing black tights.
I can appreciate, yes, both sides of it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.